Okay, it's going to be really useful for you to be able to print out variables in your code to test things. So we've already discussed how to declare variables. So let's say I want to declare a variable called number, right? And it's an integer. I just say int number, and I now have a variable called integer called number that is of type integer. So I can assign it a value, number equals 10, and now stored within the variable called number, I have the value 10. Let's say I wanted to print that out, right? So it's useful to do that. So in my system.out.println, which prints to the console, which is down here, right? I could just print number. Now, I do not put quotes around it. If I put quotes around it, it's just going to print whatever's in the quotes. If I put a variable name here, it's going to find the value of number and print it out to the console. So if I run this program, it's going to declare a variable, it's going to store 10 into that variable, and then it's going to print out the value of number, which is 10. So if I run it by coming up here, right, and clicking this, down here, right, I get 10 printed out. Now, it's really useful to point out what you're printing out as the value down there. So instead of just printing 10, I'm going to print the value of number is, and then we can concatenate these together. So what's this print line going to do? It's going to take what's in quotes and print the value of the number is colon space, and then it's going to stop printing that string because the quotes ended, and then it's going to append, the plus sign here is going to append the variable number, but not the name number, the value of that variable number. So now when I run this program, it should print out the value of number is colon space, and then whatever the value is of number, print it. So let's run this program now. So now my output says the value of number is colon and then 10. So let's say up here in my code, I now said number equals 15, right? When this print line is printed, number still had a value of 10, right? Because it's sequentially going through my code, right? Line by line. So first it stores 10 into number, and then it prints that out, right? And then I set 15 into number. So then let's say I printed out number again, system.out.println, the value of number is now, right? And I append the variable number on. So now it's going to first print out the value when it was 10, then I'm going to set 15 into number, and then I'm going to print the value out again. So let's compile and run this program. And you see it says the value of the number is 10, the value of the number is now 15, right? And if I changed this to 150 up there in the code and reran it, the value is now 150. Okay, so this is just a quick little tutorial on how you print values of variables out, right, in your code, which is very useful to test your code.